Sponsoring this series of FFS, My Dad Is Martin Kemp is Norwegian Cruise Line, or NCL for short.
Yeah, now listen, Ro, because I know a thing or two about ships.
Oh, here we go.
Norwegian Cruise Line has been a trailblazer in shaping the Caribbean cruise experience as we know it today. As the first cruise line to offer weekly departures from the Caribbean, NCL revolutionised the industry, right? Making this stunning region more accessible to travellers worldwide. From pioneering the concept of exclusive private islands with Great Stirrup Cay to developing new ports across the Caribbean, NCL's legacy and expertise have solidified its position as a leader in Caribbean cruising.
I mean, wow. Where have you pulled that from? I mean, look, okay, fine. You know a thing or two about ships. I'll take that. Now, one thing, though, that really stood out to me. Did you say private island?
Yeah, I did, Ro. NCL was also the first cruise line to pioneer the concept of an exclusive private island with Great Stirrup Cay.
So you get to actually go to a private island. That's insane.
With NCL's new package, you can now get even more out of your cruise holiday. Norwegian Cruise Line offers more with its brand new More at Sea package. More to see, more to do, more to enjoy.
Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You can start.
Me? I don't even know what I'm going to say today.
What? Do you want me to start?
All
right, I'll give you something.
I'm so stressed.
Why?
Because I think this time of year, everyone is just like everyone's work, basically. It's like a backlog of everyone not having done much work. Well, a backlog of like emails that should have come through probably in like during December that everyone goes, oh, we'll do it in the new year. And then also everyone getting worried about going away for Easter or the summer. I just think, it's always the worst time of year now.
Yeah, but that's kind of like, not everyone can go away at Easter. Not everyone can go away at the summer. You're in a good position if you can go away.
I always go through.
You know what you got, Ro? Embarrassment of riches. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Embarrassment of riches.
In what sense? Too much?
Just you're lucky. You're a lucky guy. You work hard.
I know.
And some people would die to be in that position where they can work hard and have that choice.
I know that, but that's why but then you have this weird conversation with yourself where you're like, should I feel guilty for feeling stressed? And then it's like, no, because
no, of course
you have
not.
every right to feel stressed. But someday, I'm not gonna lie, there are so many times in my life that I just genuinely feel like I'm just gonna turn everything off and just good night, leave.
But you need to sometimes. Stress is being sick. If you feel stressed, that is the same as like having a bad cold or having the flu or something like that.
Yeah.
When you feel stressed like that, sometimes you need to phone in and say, you know what, today, cancelled.
Yeah.
And the older you get, the more you realise that you have to do that.
No, I know. But I do. But do you ever think you just want to retire now?
Yeah, but you can't. You can't
that's
retire.
The problem with our family, though, Dad.
I don't think I will ever retire.
There. Yeah, I know, and that's bad.
It's not bad.
I think it's bad. I do think there is a pressure within our family that we have to keep going.
Where does that pressure come from? Then?
You.
From me?
Yeah.
Why me?
And you, because
you've got a great work ethic. Is work ethic?
I think
is that another way of saying you work your balls off?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Work ethic is you could have a bad work ethic, but
you can. Yeah.
But it's not the.
But you and Harley.
But a good work ethic isn't necessarily.
No,
but that's but good work ethic isn't you working your bollocks off.
Yeah.
It's about a balance between work and life split.
That's right.
Whilst maintaining drive.
Yeah.
Can you maintain drive and ambition alongside being true to yourself and understanding who you are?
Yeah.
I struggle with that massively. Yeah. Because I just run myself into a moment where I'm like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I don't care. Sack it all off. And then it'll be like a day where like today, where today I just thought, I can't, what am I going to say?
But all right, let me tell you this. Why didn't you phone in today and say, you know what, Dad?
Because I knew I'd let everyone down. I don't like doing that. There's certain points where
You wouldn't let me down. I've come in all the way from Hertfordshire. It's
Yeah,
taken me like hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half. Yeah, I
sitting
know.
in traffic.
I know. But that's it. But it's like, it's just like, just know that like when your day starts off in a certain way and then you're going to be even more late and then this is happening and then this is it. I don't know. You feel like you're chasing everything.
Yeah,
I
do.
You're chasing everything.
Yeah, I understand that. But you have to draw a line yourself and call in and say, you know what? It's stopped today and I'm not doing it. I'm not around.
Yeah, but I tell you why it's
I know
hard.
you're going to say what your words are going to say next, but I have to do it because it's all got to be done.
Can I
But sometimes it doesn't.
But can I tell you, like, because of the fear, I think alongside of that is there's big fear of, for instance, like if I have like a meeting that I have to go to, and if I'm like really not good or like I'm stressed or whatever, I will still be worried about cancelling that meeting because I'm worried that person that I was meant to meet will then go, oh, he's fobbed me off.
Yeah.
Or like, and then I lose a job because of that.
What you've got to do then, though, is you've got to understand early enough that you need to cancel it. Do not leave it to the last minute when
but sometimes
calling
you don't know.
in the morning.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't know. Yeah, but not,
Well,
not
you do
in the
know
morning.
the night before. I always find the night before I've got a heavy day coming up, I know whether or not it's too much for me, right? But I still kind of do it because I feel pressure to do it. But if you understand that the night before, you can call in the day before. And so a lot of the times, I'll be honest with you, a lot of times the person on the other end that you are meeting will go, thank goodness for that.
God, yeah.
It's cancelled. I get a day off.
Yeah.
And they will be more than happy.
I know. It's just one of them. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, today was like, woo, I can't even go to sleep. I'm just, I don't know, like this week I've just been so stressed.
What do you mean you can't go to sleep?
You're just like, your mind's just going mental.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like going, ooh,
Yeah.
like that.
Do you know something? What you need to do, Ro, is learn something like a poem or a monologue. This is what I do. Every single night I go to bed, I will get in my bed and close my eyes and I will say this monologue that I had when I was acting on stage. It was from a play I did called $1 Million Quartet.
Right.
You know about Elvis.
Right.
And there's a monologue that I have that's like 2 minutes long or something on stage. And I will say that to myself every night.
Yeah. What? And that says you to sleep?
Makes me go to sleep.
God, it must be a boring play.
Yeah, it was. No, it was actually.
Monologue.
It was
The script from the play that I did was so boring.
Yeah, I say that because all the audience were like,
yeah, that's also because they're about 80.
No, actually, the play was really good, but it was a musical all about Elvis and Colonel, the Colonel. But it was good.
Like what? KFC?
Well, Elvis likes a bit of KFC.
Who's the Colonel?
Not the Colonel. Yeah. Anyway, you know what I mean. Yeah.
I don't know what you mean. That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, it was about Elvis, and it was about
the one that Tom Hanks played in the film.
Yeah.
No, that's the manager.
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't even know what he did.
I know all about Elvis.
You don't. Did he die on the bog?
Well, of course he did.
Did he?
A lot of people die on the bog.
Yeah, but did he actually die on the bog?
Yes, but a lot of people do.
Did Grandad die on the bog?
Yes.
That's true, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true. It's because when you, if your heart is to a point where it's going to have a heart attack, and you feel, when you're sick sometimes, you feel like you want to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
Well, as you sit on the toilet and you put strain on that muscle, it's going to give you a heart attack. And that's what a lot of people do.
What is a symptom of having a heart attack that you want to go to the toilet?
Yeah. Why, do you want to go to the toilet?
No. Also, I wouldn't say yes if you don't know that verbatim.
No, I'm just saying that this is what happens to a lot of people.
They always, I think, what got a bad rep around Elvis?
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yeah, terrible rep. And it's good as well, isn't it?
It's the best.
Yeah.
And I think like so underrated, it's outrageous. I don't understand why in this room we've got two English people. Have either of you had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Never had one.
No.
Ed, no, never had one. Outrageously good.
Yeah.
Ed's quite fussy. Ed, do you like peanut butter?
Yeah.
Do you like jam?
Yeah.
Do you like white bread?
Yeah.
Mate, it's banging. How are you with like a little bit like salty chocolate? How are you with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Like salted caramel, you can deal with that. Mate, you would love this. Maybe I should try it. You would love this.
Yeah, but when I was really young, right, when I first read about that, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I got one of those Robinson's pots of proper jelly.
Oh, what? Oh,
yeah.
jelly.
Yeah, jelly.
Nah,
yeah,
jam,
I got one of those and I put that in. I thought this is a bit weird.
Yeah,
peanut butter with jelly sandwich.
Again, that's why I think the market is so wrong for a peanut butter and jam sandwich, because they call it jelly.
Yes.
It like all these English people going, oh, that's rank.
Yeah, when I first
like
had
jelly
it,
with ice cream.
I put proper jelly in it.
No. Have you ever had one?
It's a bit wobbly.
Have you ever had a peanut butter jam sandwich?
Yes, of course I have.
They are so good.
It is really good, but I like peanut butter on its own, on toast.
Yeah.
The peanut butter just soaks into that little bit of hot bread.
Yeah. But
That is
realistically, that didn't kill Elvis.
Well, no, that didn't kill Elvis. It was the 10 ton of drugs that he took that killed Elvis.
Yeah.
But it added to it.
Why did it what's so great, right? What's so great is they look, do you know what they've done? Like, pop culture has basically looked at two things and gone, what killed Elvis? On one hand, a massive bag of cocaine, and on the other, a peanut butter and jam sandwich. And they've gone, sandwich. Like, how?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. Listen, he was a man that led life to the full, wasn't he?
What? Yeah, I think so. I thought the film was rubbish.
Yeah, the films are always rubbish.
But I was upset about the film because I thought he's great. Like Austin Butler, the fella that plays him, so good.
Yeah.
Right? But the film was rubbish, man. Like,
did you think so?
Yeah, I mean,
Tom
I
Hanks,
probably
was he
shouldn't
rubbish?
say it because I might have interviewed some of the cast and looked at their face and said I loved it.
No, but you've got every right to say whether or not you like the movie.
That's hard, by the way. No, you don't.
Why?
When you're interviewing someone, mate, you can't.
No, but now, in
can't.
retrospect,
You can't.
No, when you interview them, you say, great movie, loved it.
We had Denzel
And when you walk
Washington.
out, a month later, you say, that's part of crap.
Yeah.
You know?
There have been a few times, though, where you do have to just look at it and go, oh, did I really like this? And give them the benefit of the doubt. But yes, I guess what you mean. I get what you mean. I enjoyed the Elvis movie at the time, but then I look back at it and go, it was crap.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah, you got
What's his name did
you
it?
got
Baz
every
Luhrmann.
right. Listen, I've done a lot of work over the years where, films I've made, I've gone out and at the time I make them, I think, it's really good.
What was the worst one you ever made?
It's a lot, bro.
What was the worst one? Is it the UK gangster films? Are they the worst? Be honest.
Yeah, there were some of those.
Some of those.
Yeah.
You did one with Little Danny Dyer. Do you remember that one?
Little Danny, I can't remember that one. I did do that
You were a
one.
sniper.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Remember what it was
I remember
called?
that. Can't remember.
No, yeah, exactly.
No, a lot of these I put in a cupboard in my brain that says never open this door again.
Yeah.
And I try not to revisit. But a lot of the time I've had a lot of fun with them.
Do you know what's weird though? Those movies, people do watch them. You know those like UK
What about
gangster
vampires
films?
versus werewolves? That's one that's in the cupboard.
That's in the cupboard, yeah.
I don't want to go and open that
Didn't
cupboard.
you
to have a
direct
look at
that? Didn't you direct that?
No, I never directed.
You were just in it.
Yeah.
There are some of those movies though, like people do watch them. Like there's
lot of
two that I'm in,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, what were you in?
There's one that's like it's just called Vendetta, and it's not that V for Vendetta one. It's just
Danny
called
was in it.
Vendetta.
Danny Dyer.
It's Danny, and Danny beats me up in it,
Right.
and like or something else happens. Danny beats me up in it, and then I also have a girlfriend who is sexually assaulted in front of me in the film. It's like quite a morbid scene, like a horrendous scene, like that happens in front of me, and I must have been 19
Yeah.
filming that. And then there's the other one, the Fall of the Essex Boys.
Oh yeah.
I was
Oh,
in
were
that.
you in that?
I mean, exactly.
Oh.
I'm in that. Right? Didn't even realize I was in that one.
Yeah.
I overdose in that.
Did you?
Yeah, I take a drug at a party,
Right.
and it's like 90s like ecstasy type party.
Right.
And then I just fall flat and I die. Because the reason I know it, because every now and
I
again,
ever saw that.
well, it's a piece of crap.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. But like, but like, it is. It's crap. Like it's awful. But people watch them.
Yeah, they do.
These weird B movie, like
Yeah.
B movie. They are C movie. Let's be real here. Like a C movie, like unless Danny Dyer is attached to it, they just fade off into the distance.
Yeah.
Realistically, Danny is able to bring. He's got that new movie out. I don't know if you've seen it.
What is it?
Called Marching Powder.
I haven't seen it. Oh,
Yeah.
really? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. It's a Danny movie, right? Yeah, exactly, right? It's a Danny movie.
Right.
But like it
All of the Essex boys with marching powder.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I know.
But it you know, it looks fine. But the reason I know that people actually watch them is because every now and again someone will text me and go, "I'm just watching a Danny Dyer film and you're in it."
Yeah.
And it is like, you know, you don't really.
But how do you flick through Sky or something, or you know, whatever streamer you're looking at the time, and think, I'll watch that.
Yeah, never.
I'll watch it.
Never.
Who does that?
Never. I don't get it. There's some people watch some really weird stuff. Although, what was the worst movie? Would you say Strippers versus Werewolves? That's the worst movie ever?
Strippers versus Werewolves. That's it.
That's the worst one you've ever done?
Yeah. I reckon.
I'm in a BAFTA winning movie this year.
Are you? What?
You may have heard me as Villager 75.
No.
Wallace and Gromit.
Oh, Wallace and Gromit, of course. Yeah.
Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it good doing that? What's doing the voice?
I watched it back and I cannot hear myself.
Oh no!
But I am in the credits, so I will take that.
Did you go cutting room floor?
I don't know because
Or you just mixed in.
I think I mixed in so much so that because I met the two fellas that create it.
Yeah.
Right. That make Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
Really, they are really nice. They're really nice guys.
Yeah.
And I went to Aardman.
Yeah.
You know that make the animation.
Yeah.
Are you just saying yes, or are you understand?
No, I do know Aardman.
Yeah, fine.
It's a brilliant little studio.
How big do you think Wallace and Gromit are? Real life?
I guess
Yeah.
about 6 inches.
God, that's big inches.
No, 6 inches.
They're actually about 12. They're a bit bigger than an Action Man.
Yeah. That's what I would have guessed that.
No, a bit bigger than an Action Man.
Yeah.
So they're quite tall.
Yeah.
And they are unbelievable. But how boring to film that.
Yeah, bit by bit.
Bit
Inch by
bit, inch by inch. Can't be doing.
I used to do that. That was my hobby. Make little figures out of plasticine and then film them on Super 8 so they moved around.
What's Super 8? The old cameras.
Old cameras, Super 8.
That looks all jumpy.
Yeah. But it's brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, I like
You can bring them to life, you know.
I like doing that. I like the Aardman thing was great because I like seeing that and I like doing voices. You know the one that I am in, I've actually got decent. See, people know this.
What?
Here we go. Where's my IMDb page?
What?
I'm in How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Are you? What are you in that?
I'm a Viking, but I've got like
What voice
loads
was
of
that?
lines.
What voice was that? What were you?
It was more like, right, it's probably not even coming back. It's something like that, right? Do you know what it sounds like? I realize I can do a good impression of Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
But basically, maybe people think that Daniel Radcliffe is in How to Train Your Dragon because I sound like him in that scene.
Go on then. Let's have.
So, is there any of you who's watched Harry Potter? Yeah? So, right. So in the scene, like literally, like, because I showed a couple of my mates, and my mates were like, that sounds outrageous. That actually sounds like Daniel Radcliffe. And the line is, he's probably not even coming back.
That is great.
And that does sound like him, right?
Do it again.
It's probably not even coming back.
So
It's probably not even coming back.
oh, now you've ruined it for everyone now,
Like,
because they think it's Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah. So like, but do you know what happened in that one? In that one was I did a voice, and then they liked it and were like, "Can you do this one?" And then another one, and then another one, and I still didn't get paid.
No.
I don't think I got paid.
No.
But it's cool though.
I tell you, I just remember something about that Strippers versus Werewolves, right? So I'm filming it.
Yeah.
This is probably might be the worst film I ever made. And I'm filming it, and this guy gets stabbed in the eye.
Stripper or werewolf?
Can't remember.
Right. Okay.
Might have been a werewolf.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Got stabbed in the eye, and so they said they were going to do it by CGI. So what they did was they put a bit of tape over his eye and a green stick, so to where he's going to get stabbed in the eye, and they're going to replace that with a CGI knife going in his eye, and then. And so I was thinking, all right, that'd be good in the cut, So I go to see the preview, and there's still the green stick in his eyes. They said they couldn't afford the CGI. They're just going to go with the green stick.
Green stick?
Yeah.
Oh my god. We were supposed to talk about something different today, but do you want to talk about films?
Yeah. Let's talk about
It's
anything.
quite good.
What, a little bit of pop culture.
No, I just think movies.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't even know. What is your favourite movie of all time?
Oh, that's a tough one, isn't it? I'm going to...
I'll allow you 2 or 3.
Will you? All right, then. Well, that's very kind of you.
Yeah, 2 or 3. I think. Go past that. Nah, you ain't got a favourite film.
Yeah, I'm going to go... Probably my favourite film of all time that I've seen the most... It's Gone with the Wind.
What is that?
You don't even know Gone with the Wind.
No, let me look it up.
Oh, you've let me down. You've
Is this
embarrassed
the old
me.
one?
You've
Humphrey
embarrassed me.
Bogart?
Huh?
Humphrey Bogart?
No, it's Errol Flynn, isn't it?
Who?
Can we check it out before we go?
You don't even know.
No, can we check it
That's
out?
it. See, that is a. Do you know what that? Do you know what
What?
you've just given me?
What?
You've given me a pretentious answer.
No, I haven't.
You have.
I haven't.
You have. You've given me a pretentious answer because you don't even know.
Check it out.
Mate, that ain't your favourite movie.
Check it out.
I'm looking at it right now.
Right.
Colorama.
It's
right?
beautiful.
It's like
3
when it was
hours
filmed
long about the end of the American Civil War.
Okay, what's the main character called?
Brett Butler. Rhett Butler.
You see, you don't even know the name, mate.
I do. That's Rhett Butler.
Okay, fine. Fine. That's one of your favourites. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Right, fine. You can have that.
Yeah.
Go on. Name me some others.
Well, you give me one of yours.
Fine. First up, easy. Old Boy.
Oh, that's a good.
Have you ever
movie.
seen that?
Korean version?
Yes.
It's better.
Yes.
Yeah, because they made it.
They made
did a
another
remake,
one.
didn't
Awful.
they? Yeah,
They made
which
another
didn't
one.
Work.
Awful.
They tried to make the American version of it.
Yeah, they remade it with Josh Brolin, and it weren't good. Josh Brolin, great actor, but it weren't good. Like, do you know what it is? They bottled it. Like,
Yeah.
anyone
Yeah,
that
they did.
hasn't seen that film, and like, again, I just said to you that I gave you a pretentious answer, right?
Yeah.
My favorite film is a Korean film.
Yeah,
And
but-
that is so pretentious
Of course
to
it is.
say. That is so pretentious.
I'm talking
to say.
about Gone with the Wind that's
No,
on
but
every
let
Christmas.
me tell you. No, I know, but let me tell you, Korean movies are unreal. Like, they are so good. Like,
Yeah.
did you ever watch Parasite?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Parasite,
Yeah.
terrifying, like terrifying,
Yeah.
but so funny. Like, they do it so well. Like, they're funny. They're so scary. Like,
Yeah.
but everything about it is just fantastic. I mean, now we're realizing it more, right? Because Squid Game is like
Yeah,
the biggest show ever.
Yeah.
Like, I think actually is the biggest show ever.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And it's like, and you
well,
see,
second series.
you didn't like it. You didn't get past the third episode.
It's too long.
Let me guess, you didn't get past the
3
third episode.
hours of falling asleep.
You didn't, yeah. Then it gets good. No, but then it gets good.
I can't handle that. Someone has said to me, it gets good after 3 hours.
No.
What am I going to do for 3 hours?
No, I know what you mean, but it is good. But Old Boy, if no one knows what it is, right?
It's really good.
So the only bit I can give you is the one thing the Koreans are really good at is twists in movies.
Yeah.
All I can give you is it's a man gets abducted
Yeah.
and is put in a what seems like a hotel room, and he's put in there for like 18 years.
Yeah.
He's put in there for like 18 years and he's not allowed to leave. They like drug him, so that they can cut his hair. Like, they treat him absolutely fine.
Yeah. It's kind of a train spotting thing, isn't it?
No,
Isn't it?
no, not like a squat.
Well, I thought it was train spotting.
No, it's not like a squat. I always say a film to you and I never think, have you actually seen it? Like,
What's I seen it?
No, it's not like train spotting. But it's like they put him in a hotel room and he has to stay there. And then all of a sudden, after like 18 years or 20 years, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
They just let him go.
Yeah.
And they just open the door and they go, okay, yeah, go live your life. And he's like, well, why have I been imprisoned? And no one's got an answer for him. And so it's about his journey. It's about his journey to go and find out why he was in prison.
Oh,
and
yes.
it is the most messed up thing you have ever
If you've
seen.
never seen it, you've got to see it, haven't you?
It's outrageous.
It's one of those films that's got to be on your list.
Oh, it's outrageous. That's why, for me, it's the best film I've ever seen.
Yeah. I'm going to go with a new one, my next one.
Go on.
Right. I am going to go with one that I watched probably last month. And because I always have this thing where I like to check out the Oscar films coming up before the Oscars happen.
Oh, yeah.
And have you seen Substance
Yeah, it's good.
with Demi Moore?
Yeah.
How good
Basically all about
is that?
Ozempic.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Right? It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Ozempic. Yeah, I like that.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the whole thing is about Ozempic, about like how like celebrities like don't want to admit that they're taking it, and like you like kind of like you feel wrong taking it, and it turns you
Your
into
new body.
your new body. Yeah, exactly. But you've got to keep taking it to stay in that body. Otherwise, if you stop, then you go back to your old
exactly
one.
about that.
Like, yeah.
But in the end, I don't
can I
want to.
say,
I don't want to ruin it for everybody.
Last-
it is a brilliant monster movie.
Listen, it was Demi Moore.
Yeah, Demi Moore. She's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
and
she's
how? Let me say, right, for an actress
Yeah.
of how old is she now? Like she must be
50s, 60s?
50, something like that, 52, 53.
Yeah.
For an actress of her age to say I'm going completely naked is so brave.
Well, to be completely naked, and also the whole kind of butt of the joke is that she's old.
Yeah.
And
It's
she used
so
to be,
brave.
and that she used to be in quotes fit.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I loved it. I did. I thought it was wicked.
Oh, it's absolutely one of the best. I finished that movie. You know that thing when you finish a good thing and you think, oh, I wish I'd never seen it so I could watch it again and start from the beginning. You know, I just think she was absolutely brilliant in it. I think the idea is great. I think the ending of it is a lot of fun. One of my favourite films for a long time.
Yeah, I'll go. There Will Be Blood. You ever seen that?
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, nice long movie.
That I actually think is that actually is tied for my favorite ever film.
It's the best acting.
It's best acting I've ever seen in my life.
Best acting you will ever see.
I think it's Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis basically plays a prospector, like an oil prospector. So like in the States, it's like when oil was like taking over. You know, like, and they started like mine oil out of all these towns, and he plays this like horrible bloke, like, but he's weird because like he's like the main character, so you want to like him, but you actually realize that morally he is horrendous. Like he's this just morally horrendous bloke, and yeah, outrageous. That film is like always like someone like him. I think I'd be so nervous to interview Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah,
because he's my favorite actor of all time. I think he is the greatest ever actor.
Without doubt.
Like I know people go Denzel, and don't worry, Denzel's sick.
Denzel is up there.
Denzel is sick,
He is.
but I feel like, yeah, Denzel is definitely up there, but
Yeah. Well, listen, I think he probably is now. He is number one, Denzel, right? Because Daniel Day-Lewis has retired, hasn't he?
yeah,
Or he says he's retired. He keeps retiring and then coming back.
yeah, but you know, Daniel Day-Lewis is like proper method actor.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the bloke, like, and if I'm telling you how to suck eggs, then apologize. But like a method actor basically is someone that will like for the role will go and be that person or become that person for like 6 months,
That was me.
and then you never.
It was me.
You've never done. Have you ever done method?
Yeah.
When have you ever? Be honest. When have you ever done method?
Well, I was shooting this film for about a week.
Yeah. No, the closest you've come to trying to go a bit more method
Well,
was the Craze, because you had to meet them.
The craze, I've never been really method.
But
I've
that's
always been
research.
somebody who wants to switch it on and switch it off.
Yeah.
Because method can send you mad. You know, for people, and it's not only sends you mad, it sends people mad that are around you in the cast and crew as well.
Yeah.
And they don't like it.
You ever seen that? You ever seen oh yeah, talking about people not liking it. So Daniel Day-Lewis was so method.
Yeah.
Right? That you know he did that film My Left Foot.
Yeah.
You know he like
Yeah.
whilst the whole time he was filming it, he wouldn't move.
Yeah.
Like he stayed
Stayed in a
paralyzed.
chair, yeah.
Yeah. And the crew had to carry him.
That's right. People around
Imagine that.
People around you don't like it.
No, I'm not surprised. Imagine.
Here's another one that does it, is Jim Carrey.
Yeah, Jim Carrey. Well, he lost his mind.
He lost his mind, but it made people around him lose their minds as well because they couldn't cope with it.
But that's why I think Heath Ledger, like, you know, got himself in a weird mental state. I'd listen, you know.
No, because
of all people,
acting is this thing where you trick your brain into believing something.
I know. Just quickly, I'm not saying that like Heath Ledger, you know, died because of the Joker, but putting yourself through that mental torture couldn't have helped. Is what I'm saying. But still, it can create a great performance. Like
it does create a good performance.
Like Heath Ledger as the Joker is the greatest villain performance ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
See,
Ever.
I always think, right, when you are acting, if you want to give a great performance, what you've got to do is you have to dig down deep emotionally. And sometimes you have to scratch a scab off of a scar that you really don't want to do. You know, you dig into the worst thing that you can imagine to get yourself in the right emotional state that you would never think of otherwise. And it can give you really bad mental health for that time that you are in that part. So I have a lot of respect for guys that do and go out and are in the character 24/7. But it's not for me. Sponsoring this series of FFS, My Dad Is Martin Kemp, is Norwegian Cruise Line, better known to some as NCL.
Right, well, look, Dad, listeners and watchers to this podcast will probably be feeling the English cold right about now.
I'll tell you what's not cold, Ro. In your mum's bedroom. Whoa!
Oh, no, why? Well, look, we didn't need to know that. But look, good news. To escape the cold, NCL offers more opportunities to visit the Caribbean with 13 ships sailing the region this year.
Oh, we've seen it for ourselves now, haven't we, Ro? I am going to cherish those father and son memories forever. We were on board Norwegian Encore for a week and it had all the bells and whistles. I mean, what was your favourite part, Ro?
Yeah, I mean, we have to mention the Encore Speedway, one of the only racetracks at sea and an NCL exclusive experience.
Ah, for sure. But what about all the entertainment? There's the Choir of Man and even the nightclub.
Yeah, I mean, you really enjoyed the Beatles tribute band, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. And the fact that they were even at the Cavern Club, which was actually inspired by the legendary Liverpool club, where the Beatles regularly performed. It was absolutely amazing.
Norwegian Cruise Line offers more with its brand new More at Sea package. More to see, more to do, more to enjoy. We did an interview with, I didn't realise this, there's a story about the lady who was the last lady hanged in the UK.
Yeah.
Ruth Ellis.
Ruth Ellis, yeah.
And so there's like a big like ITV drama that they're doing on her, and we interviewed the actress.
Yeah, what's her name?
Lucy Boynton. Her name is
Lucy Boynton.
Yeah,
right.
And so in that they filmed it in the same locations that the murder happened.
Yeah,
like the same location. They had the same. This was mental, right? Where they did the court case, right? They did the court case where the court case happened.
Yeah.
And used the transcript of the court case. So she's saying the exact same words, like verbatim,
That's tough.
of what happened. Like you're reenacting.
And the judge.
And the judge, the judge was Sir Cecil Havers, who is the granddad of Nigel Havers.
I know, and
Nigel Havers played him.
It's amazing.
That's
amazing.
like imagine that as like a head mess up.
Yeah, that is amazing. And I actually, when I saw Lucy being interviewed on television, she looked like, when she was telling the story, she looked like as if it really affected her.
She said it did.
And you can see within her eyes, I could see behind her eyes that that part really affected her.
Yeah.
And I'm not so sure that is healthy. You know, you have to be able to switch it on and switch it off. It's called acting for a reason, right? You act. It is not you. You know, and that.
But do you not think that, like, to really have a great piece of art, you have to?
You soak yourself into it, of course you do. You know, but
because the thing is,
I
when
think
you meet
need to be able to step away from it.
When you meet actors, most of them are quite boring.
Yeah.
Like they are. Like that, you expect them to be this like certain way, and like, you know, some of them are great and really charismatic.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are really like quiet and like.
Yeah.
Like first time I met Tom Hardy, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like quiet dude.
Quiet guy, yeah.
Yeah, quiet dude who like jiu-jitsu and like, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? It's like really quiet.
It's like a comedian. You expect them to be funny.
Oh yeah, see, nah, forget that.
Yeah.
I forget that.
You meet a comedian, right? I can always tell because you start talking to them and all of a sudden, before you know it, they've gone into their routine. You know, they've gone into their joke routine.
Yeah, but have you ever seen like interviews with Jim Carrey now?
Yeah, recently.
I don't know if it's sad or if it's just odd or like.
Well, he looks like he's kind of retired.
He's retired, but he's going on. Yeah, but he goes on about like the
hyper guy.
No, he goes on about the Illuminati and like all.
Oh
that,
yeah.
Like, but like almost like in a serious way.
Yeah,
and it's kind of Jim Carrey was like. I think my sense of humor is based upon two people: Jim Carrey, Will Ferrell.
Yeah,
Will Ferrell is the best person I think I've ever met.
Yeah,
he is the nicest bloke. Like when I first met Will Ferrell, I couldn't speak because I was like, You know what I mean? I'm the Anchorman generation.
Yeah.
Like, and Step Brothers and like all of those things. In fact, I think Step Brothers was the greatest comedy film ever made.
Do you?
Ever made. I think that
That's surprising.
And that will get batted away because people will think that it's silly. But it actually also upsets me that comedians, well, like actors, like comedy films and comedy actors can't win Oscars.
Yeah.
They don't.
No, yeah.
But
Because
comedies,
you're always looking for a piece of drama.
but comedies bring you happiness.
I know, but you're
So
always
why-
looking for a piece of drama.
Yeah, but why-
where somebody's gone method and somebody's soaked
Yeah,
themselves
but don't you think
into
that's
it.
crap? Like how has Will Ferrell not won an Oscar?
Yeah.
And I mean that in a way of like you have made so many people laugh so much.
Let me tell you something.
Favorite films
He
of
hasn't
generations.
won an Oscar, but he's made millions and millions and millions
Yeah,
of dollars.
but I still think
That's it. What would you rather have? Millions and millions of dollars or an Oscar?
Yeah, that's fair.
Huh?
It's fair.
You go with millions of
I
dollars,
think,
wouldn't you?
yeah.
Of course you would.
But those
it
are awards
surprises
ceremony-
me that's your favourite comedy film, seeing that you spent about a year of your life as a small boy being Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura, yeah.
You grew up being Ace Ventura. I could not talk to you sensibly without you going, all righty then.
Yeah, I know. But it's
That was
still
you.
that still is my sense of humour. Absolutely.
I know, but that is also where you got your impersonations from as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah. Impersonations are from
Alrighty
that.
then.
Yeah, I know. It really is. Like, I can still like almost like recite that whole movie. Like, do you know what I mean?
Ace Ventura.
Yeah. I'm ready to go in, coach. Just give me a chance. I know there's a lot riding on it, but I think I got it. Let's see that again in super motion replay. Let's see that again in an action replay.
You think everyone in this room is laughing like as if it's one off.
No, it's
I
not.
had to live with that for about a year.
No, you lived with me going snowflake,
Yeah.
snowflake.
I did.
Over a swimming pool every time.
I
don't
lived
know.
with it. You
That-
were Jim Carrey living in my
Yeah.
house for a long time.
Yeah. That film like still is. I think people are also afraid of like the worst. Do you know what I think is actually? I can't.
Well,
I'll get in trouble saying it. I just don't. I don't think Shawshank Redemption is as good as people think it is.
you don't?
Nah.
It's a great film.
I think Morgan Freeman's great in it.
Walking the mile.
Yeah, I think-
I'm just walking the mile.
Isn't that Green Mile?
Oh, that's the wrong film, isn't it? That's Green Mile, isn't it?
You sound like Roz from Monsters Inc.
Hang on.
Where's your paperwork,
Green Mo-
Wazowski?
It's Green Mile.
Always watching.
Green Mile's the one I like.
Green Mile, great film.
Yeah.
Green Mile,
Sure,
great
Shawshank
film.
Redemption
Sam
is
Rockwell.
good though.
Sam Rockwell is outrageous actor. Outrageous.
Yeah.
The bloke who plays the scary bloke in that.
Yeah.
You like John Cole?
I'll give you a good film. What about? I can't remember who's in it because it's a really old film.
Yeah.
But it's called Hollywood Boulevard. You ever seen that?
Mate, come on.
Hollywood Boulevard.
What is that?
Have you never seen Hollywood Boulevard?
No, what
It
is
is
that?
absolutely brilliant about this old kind of silent movie actress who still thinks she's a star and her time has passed, which we know that story so well, but, loads of people.
Well, it's got 46% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, 46%. Is that 46% good or bad?
Well, 100% is good.
Oh, 100% is what? Yeah, but when you say good, does that mean bad?
No, it means out of 10 it got 4.
Well, then that's 4 better than 0.
Yeah.
But in my eyes, Hollywood Boulevard is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Okay. Should we have a look at Strippers versus Werewolves?
Yeah, go on.
What do you think Strippers versus Werewolves got on Rotten Tomatoes?
I don't think you even made the charts.
Did.
1.
Out of percent.
Oh, what? That people like it?
Yeah.
10%.
No.
What?
22%.
Did it? There you go. There you go.
That's not that bad.
Sometimes you make a film and you think this is terrible.
3.5 out of 5 on Amazon.
Hey.
But how many times do you think that's just someone that's accidentally just typed in strippers and ordered that?
Yeah, that's my mate, Jonathan Softcott,
Right.
who made it.
Right.
He's just typing it
Typing
in.
in strippers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, there's a picture of you. That's you as a werewolf.
All right. Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
There you go. Panic there. You thought, oh, there's a picture of you with a stripper. No, don't
No,
worry.
no.
The panic in your voice.
But no. What about
Go on.
the
What else you
craze?
want? Craze.
What does the craze say on?
You sure you want to know that?
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah.
Craze. Okay. Firstly, let's say this. I will even give you this. Your version of the craze is better than Tom Hardy's version.
Well, yeah. Anybody's is going to be better than Tom Hardy.
Met the bloke who was the executive producer the other day. Can't remember his name.
Ray Burris.
Maybe.
Oh no, not Jim Beach, who manages Queen.
No, this bloke manages Chris Evans.
Oh, it's most probably someone making out that they.
No, it's not. I'll tell you it is.
So we've got a little movie matchup.
You got a little movie matchup, right? We can finally reveal who was better. You
Yeah.
in the craze or Tom Hardy's craze movie?
Right.
Your craze movie or Tom Hardy's craze
Right.
movie? Tom Hardy's craze movie on Rotten Tomatoes,
Yeah.
right? Which by all means is how we kind of judge it, right?
Right. But I'm still confused with Rotten Tomatoes. So let me get this right. The bigger the percentage,
The more people liked it.
the more people. Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes meant more people didn't like it.
No. I know. I understand how that looks because you're like, you throw tomatoes.
Yeah.
So, no. So Rotten Tomatoes out of percentage.
Yeah.
Legend,
Yeah.
that movie, which is Tom Hardy's craze movie,
Yeah.
got 60%.
60%.
60%.
Right. Okay.
Your craze film
Yeah.
from the 90s on Rotten Tomatoes got 80%.
Yo, come on.
That's a pretty good win.
That is good.
That's pretty good.
I mean, 80%. 80%
That's
people
good.
liking it of
That's good.
anything that you make in art,
Yeah.
right, is amazing. Really.
I would take that. I think that's pretty decent.
yeah.
Yeah, so
But
yeah.
it's held its test of time, isn't it? That old craze film that I made, you know?
Oh no, I got it the wrong way around.
What have you got?
I got it the wrong way around.
Oh, you haven't.
No, I haven't.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, you got 80% on the popcorn meter.
Great.
80. Oh, it's 82%. Sorry, I let you down. 82%. That's really good.
2 more people just watched it.
Really, really good. Yeah.
Really good. Listen, it's a good film. It's one of those things that I made and I'm most proud of in my life. That film.
Yeah.
You know, there's a few things that I've done, whether it's Spandau or EastEnders, probably making a craze. There are 3 things that I'm really proud of.
I mean, do you want to hear some of the reviews?
Yeah, go
of
on.
it? So one of the reviews from this guy's quite big in America.
Yep.
Big Roger Ebert says the movie is simply not a catalogue of stabbings, garrottings, and bloodletting. It goes deeper into that, so that's pretty good. Eddie Harrison, he says this is another film critic. Walks a fine line between commentary and exploitation. I want to find a bad one.
When we made the craze, and
It
opened
you might
big.
not want to see that one.
Go on, tell me it.
Well, I don't know if I can say it out loud because you can read it if you want.
Where's it say?
On the bottom.
Good film, sport by Gary Kemp's amateur performance. Oh no, you're going to upset him now.
Oh,
Maybe they meant me, and they just got the name
big
mixed up.
stuff.
But you know, when we made that film, it opened big in Britain. You know, it was a big hit in Britain, and we took it to America, and the Oscar committee interviewed me and Gary because they thought it was going to go to Oscars.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's annoying. It never went to Oscars.
Yeah, it was annoying, missed out, but there you go. But you get interviewed before you get nominated. Like they took us so long to interview us, and yeah, it was good. At one point, we thought, oh, we might get an Oscar.
What? Do you know what I realised the other day? That my life would have been completely different.
Mm-hmm.
My life would have been completely different if one film had never been made. Can you guess what that is?
No.
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yes.
Why?
Well, your name wouldn't have been Roman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've ever brought this up.
Because
So go on, tell everyone why
you
did the
saying?
film Bram Stoker's Dracula? Why?
But who directed it? Francis Ford Coppola. That his son was called Roman.
Yeah.
And Sadie Frost, who was married to my brother at the time, was in that movie playing Lucy.
Yeah. And so what happened?
We were looking for a name for you. Mum was pregnant at the time, and we were looking what we're going to call our baby. And you came out. And I said, "Well, I love that name, Roman. Put it on him." So you ended up with the name Roman because Francis Ford Coppola's boy was called Roman.
I do like what movie would you want to make now? Like if you could be in any movie, like type of movie.
A type of movie.
Yeah, type of. Period drama. Do you like that?
Well, period's really good, but getting dressed up every day is a pain in the neck. Getting your costume on every day, that's a pain in the neck. But I'd love to do a cowboy film.
Cowboy.
Cowboy, yeah. Always love to do a cowboy.
Yeah, I like that.
Cowboy.
I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
Cowboy film would be great. You know, a film that kind of came and went. I still can't believe he did it. Cowboys versus Aliens.
Who is in that?
Daniel Craig.
Oh my God.
That's mental. Oh dear.
What?
I've on your page you have a high of 97%.
Yeah.
In terms of movies. What do you think your lowest is?
What lowest movie
ever
made? Oh, it's got to be 0. It's got to be. I made some.
It is 0.
Yeah. What one was it?
It's the one with little Danny Dyer.
What one was that? What was
Age
that?
of Kill.
Age of Kill. That was quite good.
Apparently
You got a 0.
Apparently it weren't good.
Oh, maybe it weren't. Maybe it weren't good.
Yeah, the Observer said will disappoint even the most undiscerning viewer.
What's the worst review you've ever had?
Hang on, there's loads, but this is great from the Times.
Yeah.
Kate Muir from the Times. Kemp tries to be butch with his grey slick back hair and war-worn features, but somehow you expect him to pick up his bass guitar and break into True or Gold rather than a sniper rifle.
Do you know what that is?
The rest of the acting is exceptionally wooden. So
let me tell you what that is. That is somebody who's jealous that I had 2 careers.
What about this one? This is The Guardian. Do you want to hear The Guardian?
Yeah.
This is truly terrible.
Yeah.
A cost-cutting British action thriller with clunky script, wooden acting, uncertain directing, cheapo-looking interior, and the most outrageously
That was somebody's house.
And the most outrageously obvious and rubbish twist reveal at the end.
That was somebody's house, those cheapo interiors. We never built the sets. We just used people's homes.
Age of Kill isn't just taken, as in that film.
Yeah.
It's outright theft.
Oh. Well, listen, let me tell you something.
I've given you the highs and lows there because you talk about, you've had Oscar-wanting movies.
Yeah, you make good ones and you make bad ones along the way, and you have to swallow it up. And some you suck it and see when you're making films. Some, I think, films I've been on, I've thought, this is going to be great. It turns out to be terrible in the end because it has to go through a long process of editing and you rely on everybody else's work. It's not just your work when you make a film. It's everybody's. You've got hundreds of people doing their bit and throwing it in the mix. And when you see something, you go along to a preview sometimes, the previews, and you see the film, you're sitting there and you're looking around, you're just thinking, oh my God, if this is bad, I'm just going to leave before the end. Because everybody there has put their heart and soul into making that film. But
hey, look, I started at the beginning.
Work.
I started at the beginning. I told you, I'm in absolute pieces of crap. Like I've been there.
So when you're an actor, you read the script, and sometimes what you read on the page, by the time it turns out into a film and it's finished, is completely different.
Yeah,
still the same film, but so many things. There's so many hurdles along the way,
I think so. I think it's really like it's so subjective. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
we had Gladiator 2 come out.
I really liked it.
I loved it.
Yeah,
like honest to God, like I loved it.
Yeah,
I thought it was so sick. Like I thought it was great to just have like full out action movie.
CGI was brilliant.
CGI was great.
The action movie was brilliant.
I loved it.
I could see for it. See, I because I'm an actor,
Yeah.
and I can see behind actors' eyes.
Right.
And sometimes when I can see when acting happens
Yeah.
and it stops in front of the eye,
Yeah.
and what you're really looking for a great performance is when it goes through to the back of the eye.
And that is Martin Kemp's review on Denzel Washington, the same Martin
Oh,
Kemp
Denzel was
that
great.
starred
Denzel
in
was
Age
great
of
in that.
Kill.
Yeah, yeah. Denzel was great in that.
I actually really loved Gladiator too. I thought it was really fun. Like,
Yeah,
really,
yeah. No, I loved it.
What I think, yeah, but what I also think, like, it got like, it was like 50-50. Like, people were like, some people are like, oh, it's great, and then some people are like, oh, it's terrible. It was like, people have this like preconceived idea that the first one was like groundbreaking, and it weren't. When it came out, it was just an action film. Like with Russell Crowe, it was just an action film. It was a big budget action film, and people really liked it.
Amazing film.
Yeah, but people. I think people
Took my breath away.
No, but I think people look back on it with better than what I think at the time it was.
Yeah, that's a classic film.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It
That's
became
when
a
a
classic
movie
film.
becomes iconic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but it only happened retrospectively.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas, like, so I think that puts more pressure on like films now.
Yeah, well, movies become iconic retrospectively, like Scarface. If you look at Scarface,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
everyone goes, "Oh, it's one of the best films ever made." When you look at it, some of it's really dodgy.
Sometimes it's boring.
Yeah, it's boring. Some of it's dodgy.
Yeah. I feel the same with The Godfather.
yeah,
Some of
that's
that,
boring.
boring.
That's boring film.
Boring. Martin Scorsese at the minute making films that are like 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
Did you watch The Irishman?
yeah. Couldn't get.
I
Into
couldn't.
That.
I couldn't even watch it.
Couldn't get into that.
Couldn't even watch it. Like
Yeah.
4.5 hours. But like,
They were too old. To
it don't
that
make
as
him
well,
a
and
bad
I knew it.
film. It don't make it a bad film. You know what they do in like? What about this? Right here you go. You know, in other countries they do intermission during
Well, they used to in the
cinema.
old days. Yeah,
what, during a film.
yeah. When I was a kid, I used to go and see a film. There was always an intermission, so that it could.
Why did they stop doing that?
So I know it was absolutely superb because the woman used to come around with a tray,
Yeah.
and she used to sell you your cornetto.
I can tell you why they stopped doing it. Money, get more films in and out,
yeah,
more screenings.
yeah.
But I think intermissions could make a comeback.
Do you?
Well, June
See,
was a long film.
I like those cinemas that you go to where you can have your dinner on your lap.
Fancy cinema.
Fancy cinemas.
Everyman.
Oh,
They are fun.
Some are great.
Yeah.
You can take your dinner in with you, pizza in, your fish and chips.
I went on my own once. I went on my own to watch phenomenal film. Right, absolutely phenomenal film. I went on my own to watch 1917.
Oh, it's a great film.
And I got
Yeah.
battered.
It's a great film.
I got battered.
Why?
I don't know why, but I just had, I must have had like the longest week ever.
Yeah.
And I went to the cinema by myself to watch
Yeah.
that film, which I love doing. I love going to cinema by myself. I went to cinema by myself and I had a glass of red wine
Yeah.
with the film that ended up the entire bottle.
Oh, did you?
And by the end of it, I'm going like,
Yeah.
sign me up to the
Yeah.
army. Everything they did, I'm like, you know what I mean? You're like crying, like thinking about all of those that
Yeah.
served.
What about
Like
you?
I was there. I was that person. Like I nearly put a poppy on.
What about
Do you know what I mean?
When you were a little kid, I used to take you to the cinema and you used to buy, every time you used to buy this foot-long hot dog.
Yeah.
Right? And you put all the relish on it and stuff, but you would sit there until the credits finished
Yeah.
before you would eat it.
Yeah.
And by the time you ate it, it was stone cold.
Do you know the best thing is that I went to the cinema with like one of my best mates, Max.
Yeah.
Right. The other week, we both got a hot dog. Right. And I'm watching him and I'm looking over to him and I'm like, "You're not going to start it?" He goes, "No, don't do it until the film starts."
No!
That's how you know your best friend.
No! You found your perfect match.
Yeah, a lot of people do it. Well, look, I thought that was quite fun talking about
Yeah, really
movies.
nice.
Sorry
Yeah,
if you know, I know people message in, but to be honest, it just kind of went that way today. But I really do appreciate obviously all your messages and everything. Thank you for listening to FFS. My Dad Is Martin Kemp, the podcast with me, Rowan and Martin. Remember, as well as listening, you can watch us as well. Full video is released on YouTube every Wednesday, so make sure you hit follow or subscribe wherever it is that you're watching or listening.
That was fun today, wasn't
It
it?
was good.
Yeah.
Should we try and get? Do you know what we should try and do?
Yeah.
Let's see how many people actually listen to this. Right. Go on Age of Kill on Rotten Tomatoes and give it like 100%, and see if we can get it up. Yeah.
Yes, good
Just
idea.
get it up to 1%.
Yeah.
If by the end of this run
Let's
we
take
can
it
get
off
to
of 0.
1%, let's get it away from 0. Right.
All right.
You
Let's
know,
do that.
it's got little Danny Dyer in there as well.
Yeah.
You know, so and all the Purcell or surf ads she does. You know,
All right, yeah,
that will help. You know, she'll like that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So look, let's do that. You can also find us on what?
We're on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
There you go. There you go. What's the handle?
It is FFS. My dad is.
Perfect. Right. See you next time. Bye.
A big thank you to the sponsor of this series of FFS, My Dad Is Martin Kemp, Norwegian Cruise Line, or NCL for short. Can you believe that not that long ago we were sailing the Caribbean, Dad?
Honestly, Ro, take me back. I mean, what were your highlights?
I'm not going to lie, I went into it prepared to love the Encore Speedway, one of the only racetracks at sea, and an NCL exclusive experience, or probably the Aquapark, featuring 2 multi-story water slides. I mean, come on. But I actually loved the downtime.
Tell me about it. We couldn't get you out the spa. What was that treatment you loved again?
It was the LMS facial, actually. What about you? What were your highlights?
For me, it was the food and drink. You, me and Shirley, we probably ate the best we've eaten in years. I mean, there was so much to choose from every night.
Yeah, I remember well. You struggled to choose.
Yeah, I mean, it was a challenge, wasn't it? Was I in the mood for steak, or perhaps popping into the French bistro, a Japanese restaurant, or even that Italian cuisine? I tell you what, Ro, I just enjoyed it all.
Yes, I remember very well. You were looking through the menu for 2 hours. Norwegian Cruise Line offers more with its brand new More at Sea package. More to see, more to do, more to enjoy.
FFS, My Dad Is Martin Kemp, is an Insanity Studios production. The head of production is Charlotte Mason, the head of digital is Ed Buckley, and the production assistant is Abby Sandler.